component of the American think tank, okay, which was perpetuated by, it wasn't Ford, which was the President Carter administration, and look at the dynamics of what they were going to use for social control and for the depopulation of melanated people. The music that you listen to and why the message is so negative and why it gets so much attention and the Jew at the root of the control of that is something that needs to be exposed. These are things that you can't factor out and leave alone because the white man's not blatant you calling you a nigga no more. You have to look at the deception and get to the root of it and pull it out by its root. That's all we're saying. So, and it's not about just debating white people for the debating or for the sake of debating. They still have a stronghold on our people's minds, subconsciously, intellectually, culturally, okay, spiritually, which ties into all that, like the brother just said right here. And we have to expose those contradictions to ensure our self-preservation as a people. Without doing that, we are cutting ourselves short. All right. So the brother right here is gonna add back on. Drop the gym on, please.
Peace. Step to the knee, bro. Check it out. We're under the impression that white supremacy was designed solely for black people.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfucking Japanese, the Chinese, the Koreans. You understand? Any other ethnic group other than white, that's what white supremacy was designed for. Now,
it's like Hitler.
Did the Japanese debate white folks?
No.
To get the yoke of white supremacy off their ass?
Nah.
Hell no. Did the motherfucking Chinese debate white people to get the yoke of white supremacy from around their neck? Hell no. And check it out.
About to go back again?
The European made junkies out of half of China with their own tribes. Look up the opium wars. You understand what I'm saying? They turned half of China into junkies with the opium wars. Now,
you want to say something real quick? Yeah, hold the mic. Hold this mic. Yes, it is. Hold it.
Right.
All I'm saying is,
that's why I said go ahead.
Why did Malcolm debate white folks? Why did Khaled debate white folks? Why did Henry Clark debate?
But Khaled also debated black people too.
We've covered that section already. We done did that. I'm not saying nothing against my brothers doing that.
Because this is a new age and time right now.
So we better than them? We better than them?
We don't give a damn about white people.
Has something changed?
Hold up. What we need to do is clean our own backyard.
Hold on. And that's how we clean it.
It is our little young babies out there walking around with white Jesus is on.
But
so
who are they teachers? Who is his teacher in school? Who's going to teach him for the rest of his life in college?
Let me talk. Yo, the brother made a very, very valid point. That Khalid debated white people, Dr. Ben debated white people. I even think Marcus Garvey might have debated white people. That was in the 1960s, right? This is like 50 years later,
right?
And we still fucked up.
So,
so debating the Caucasian wasn't the issue. We did that, and it didn't solve a problem for us. You understand what I'm saying? Right? We started debating each other to compare the ideologies to say, okay, the Hebrew Israelites say this, the Moors say this, the Christians say this, the Kemetic people say that. Let's compare what we think.
Right. There you go.
Hold on. That's what's separating us. The white man ain't separating us. It's all our different ideologies that separate us. So what we got to do is compare our ideologies. See what is similar and what is dissimilar. You understand what I'm saying? So, let me finish.
But you know what's
I don't want me to get it. I don't want me to get it.
What it is that most of us still have our hands up the crack ass that we really don't want to let him out. We want to bring him back in.
You know that.
Listen, we still got our heads so far up the cracker ass. When we try to get away from him, we still want to pull him in. Let's debate the cracker. What the hell do I want to debate the beast? We all know he the beast.
Let me just drop this one last jewel, right? Let me just drop this one last jewel. When the Confederate troops, when the Union troops came into the South, to let the slaves know the war is over, Emancipation Proclamation been signed, y'all niggas is free. Y'all could go ahead. The field niggas said they packed their shit and headed north. Them house niggas said, I ain't going nowhere.
That's right.
I'm staying right here. You understand? And help master rebuild. You dig it? So
condition.
The point is, not all, my point is that you got Negroes out here. What Sanetta said, they got their heads so far up the crackers' ass that they cannot let them go.
I know, but
but debate the cracker ain't gonna do it. You gotta debate him.
Go ahead. Can I say one thing? I just want to say one thing.
What you want to say, Dawg?
We out here kicking all this knowledge, right? You know what's crazy? We out here kicking all this knowledge, right? We out here saying what the people need to do. But you know the funny thing about it? Yo, look into these households, man. These kids is fatherless, man. Where the fathers at? Where the men at in the house, man? When the men just instilled this inside, first we gotta start there. We got no results of the war. Listen, ain't no results of the war. You know what's the results of? Dudes became lack of being responsible. Dudes became cowards, man. Dudes was all into their materialistic world and trying to get this power or trying to get this certain status that they neglected their families. They left. Dudes was so much into the streets, they say, yo, forget it, let's be in the streets. Now, don't get me wrong. I want myself to born without a father, you heard? I never seen my father a day in my life. This so happens, I had to go to the procedures to obtain a conscience, to obtain knowledge, to obtain an understanding of what was really going on. But you know what I see? I see that we always debating about who the man or who got the knowledge or who right from knowledge. I don't never see these dudes going home saying, yo, it's time to cut out, man. I got wife and kids at home. I never see these dudes do that. Hold on. I see dudes on the street drinking, smoking, worrying about the next chick they gonna hit, worrying about the next kicks they gonna get, worrying about the phones, worrying about their social status, worrying about the understanding that they understand that they trying to breed into their kids, man. I mean, we can sit here and freestyle all day. Yeah, sounds good, it looks good. But you gotta ask yourself a question, how many of these dudes got kids, man, that really furnishing them with this understanding, with this knowledge, with this wisdom? How many dudes is going home saying, yo, I'm cutting out, man, I got a wife and kids at home, it's time to go take care of that. A lot of dudes ain't doing that. We so mixed up into this hip-hop industry, you know what I'm saying? We so mixed up with being popular that we forgot that, yo, we forgot how to be men. And I tell these dudes every day, yo, before we gods, we gotta be men, B. Let's be men first. Then we can be gods. Then we can be legends. It's not about the white track, it's about the shoes, man. It's about shoes. Go home, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your business. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Look.
Go up there, tell them to come back.
Yo.
Hurry up, tell them to come back.
That's what I'm saying, man. After I finish this, man, I'm gonna let my man speak.
And y'all Christians!
Come here, baby.